Christine Baumgartner keeps it simple in sweater and leggings on grocery run as she is looking to start fresh after settling living nightmare divorce with Kevin Costner. Christine Baumgartner was seen in a comfortable ensemble as she headed to the grocery after it was revealed she is looking to start fresh after settling her living nightmare divorce with Kevin Costner. The 49-year-old designer was seen heading to the grocery store in Santa Barbara on Monday as she shockingly settled her highly contentious divorce with the 68-year-old Yellowstone star. Christine sported a gray crewneck sweatshirt with clinging black leggings and a pair of blue on Cloud Monster running shoes. She accessorized with a black fanny pack thrown over her shoulder and a matching pair of designer aviator shades. Her hands were completely full as she juggled her cell phone, a large wallet, and purchases from the market. Her blonde hair was pulled back in a ponytail as she wore minimal makeup on the errand run. Her outing came amid the surprise news that she had settled the divorce with the A-lister with the prenup enforced and a large monetary penalty should it be challenged. A friend of Christine told DailyMail.com, Christine didn't really have a choice but to settle because Kevin had all the power. Had she continued fighting, she would risk losing everything. Christine said it is what it is. That she won't miss going to court and having sleepless nights. She said for the kids it's a win because no child wants to go through this, let alone in public. She was the one who wanted to settle things outside of court in the first place. She never wanted any of this circus. It's been a living nightmare and now she just wants to move on and start fresh and begin making her new house a home. The actor and his wife of nearly 20 years have been embroiled in a months-long legal war which has met a surprise end after it was reported that Baumgartner had received more than $400,000 to pay the costs of the contentious courtroom battle. A joint statement from Costner and Baumgartner provided to DailyMail.com read, Kevin and Christine Costner have come to an amicable and mutually agreed upon resolution of all issues pertaining to their divorce proceedings. According to TMZ, if Christine challenges the judgment, she would have to repay Kevin more than $1 million and pay his attorney's fees for the prenup fight. Upon hearing this, the mother of three agreed over the weekend to the terms of a 3-page settlement letter. Although the prenup is enforceable, Christine got more than what was prescribed in the agreement. Kevin's legal team, which was headed by Disso queen Laura Wasser, had won a series of legal battles leading up to the settlement. Wasser had recently submitted paperwork to the court saying Kevin's monthly obligation should be $63,000 a month according to the publication. However, Baumgartner wanted $248,000 a month, and after a 2-day evidentiary hearing in Santa Barbara earlier this month, the judge Thomas Andrell ultimately sided with Kevin. Kevin seemingly responded to the settlement being signed over the weekend as he shared a throwback photo of himself looking into the distance from his 1999 classic romantic drama film Message in a Bottle with the caption, "Happy Monday, friends. Wishing health and happiness for all of you." Last week DailyMail.com reported that Baumgartner had already received more than $400,000 to pay the costs of her legal battle with the actor. The mom of three was locked in a court fight with her ex over a fresh award of $855,000 to cover fees for the former couple's upcoming trial over whether the prenuptial agreement they signed 18 years ago can still be enforced. Baumgartner, 49, had asked for $575,000 to pay her lawyers John Rydell and Susan Wiesner and another $280,000 for her forensic accountant Jill Bombino, which would take the combined total to an eye-watering total of $1.26 million. But documents obtained by DailyMail.com reveal Baumgartner has so far already received $405,000 in legal, attorney, and forensic accounting fees, disbursed in July this year. In an excoriating legal filing lodged in court in Santa Barbara, California, on Tuesday, Wasser hit back at the whopping request, describing the fees as inflated and saying that it would be unconscionable for the Yellowstone star to be made to pay. Disso queen Wasser also accused Baumgartner of being unreasonable and said her constant legal maneuvers, the majority of which have failed, had inflated costs for both parties. Last week, Baumgartner found herself on the hook for a payment of $14,000 after Judge Thomas Andrell decided to sanction her for failing to give proper answers to questions from Costner's legal team. The setback came shortly after Judge Anderl halved Baumgartner's monthly child support payments, a decision she later described as a joke according to a pal. The friend told DailyMail.com, "Christine is shocked." She said even Kevin looked shocked. Everyone looked shocked. To say Christine is disappointed is an understatement. She described the ruling as a complete joke. Speaking to DailyMail.com, Brett Ward, a partner at New York legal firm Blank Rome and an expert in family law, said a party requesting fees isn't unusual, although the potential size of the award was. He also said judges tend to take a dim view of what they see as excessive requests and generally want to prevent drawn-out cases like the Costner divorce was becoming. He said, there is certainly a legal basis for Baumgartner's request. However, a judge will examine the reasonableness of the fees requested. Courts generally balance the less wealthy party's right to carry on the litigation in a fair manner against the concern that a party with a significant fee award will take that money and use it to make every possible argument available, no matter the merit or lack thereof for each claim. Ward said the enormous legal bills the pair were racking up were unusual in family court, but added that much of the money can be explained by the value of the assets being wrangled over and expected the eventual tab to be much higher. He said, at this pace, and without a settlement in the near future, I would not be surprised if the combined legal fees approach or exceed $5 million. Much of Baumgartner's testimony during the evidentiary hearing had hinged on her being able to provide a lavish lifestyle for her 3 children comparable to the one they enjoy while with their father. Despite renting a $40,000 a month property in Tony Montecito, Baumgartner said her new home is inadequate because sons Caden, 16, and Hayes, 14, would have to share a bathroom while daughter Grace, 13, would need to share hers with the house. Kevin Costner and his estranged wife Christine settle divorce. Here's what legal experts have to say about the situation. Kevin Costner and wife Christine reach a surprise divorce settlement. Experts say money and the spotlight on public disputes play a significant role. Following a highly publicized courtroom battle, Kevin Costner and his distant wife, Christine, have surprisingly reached a divorce settlement, leaving many to speculate about the factors that have led to this situation. On Tuesday, Kevin's representative told People in a joint statement, Kevin and Christine Costner have come to an amicable and mutually agreed-upon resolution of all issues pertaining to their divorce proceedings. This development is unexpected, given the intense legal dispute that unfolded following Christine's divorce filing in May. People magazine interviewed David Glass, a family law attorney and former psychologist based in California, who shared his insights on the potential reasons behind this sudden agreement. Money and the undesirable spotlight on their public disputes appear to have played significant roles. David further explained, people go to court, and then if one party does not do well, which Mrs. Costner didn't do well, she got a third of the child support she wanted. She didn't get her award for fees. She was told that the prenuptial agreement was going to be upheld. Then she starts considering, do I really want to litigate the rest of this? As for Kevin, David believes it came down to a financial decision, stating, just a money situation. How much is it going to cost for him to go all the way through the trial? How much time, how much pressure on him, and distraction from his career and his kids, versus what could he pay to be done with it? Pressure from the media intensified in late August during a 2-day court case in Santa Barbara, where child support arrangements were determined. Kevin had to divulge his earnings from projects like Yellowstone, while Christine made headlines as her attorney argued that luxury had become a part of their children's lives. David mentioned how all of this could have been avoided, saying, most celebrity or high-profile clients go to their attorneys, and their attorneys explain, listen, we should settle this because you don't want any of this in the news. You can either settle it or you can go to a private judge to keep it out of the news cycle. On September 1st, a judge set the monthly child support payments Kevin would make to Christine at $63,209, matching his proposed amount after her lawyers had initially requested $175,057, an increase from the tentative $129,755 the actor had been ordered to pay. The former couple has 3 children, their daughter Grace and their 2 sons, Caden and Hayes. The Costners were scheduled for another court appearance in December to assess the validity of their premarital agreement. David noted, "Once you get through that first hearing where you come out of court and you feel like a wrung-out rag and it's cost you a ton of money, most people start reconsidering, do I really want to go all the way to trial?" TMZ initially reported the settlement, indicating Christine would receive more than what the couple's prenuptial agreement had stated. According to previous court documents referencing the prenup, the former model was entitled to approximately $1.5 million. People magazine confirmed on Tuesday that the 68-year-old Oscar winner and his 49-year-old wife had reached a settlement, 4.5 months after she filed for divorce, listing their separation date as April 11th. A source close to Kevin told People, "Kevin is relieved that this matter has been settled and will continue to focus solely on jointly raising their 3 children."